All right, everybody. Kelly here, Central Florida's real estate ninja. And today I want to go over a pretty interesting program. Now, if you are thinking of making a move, whether you currently live in Florida, maybe near Claremont, Florida, or the Central Florida area, or you're coming from out of state, and you want to know all things Florida, all things Central Florida, specifically in the Central Florida market, which would be Orlando through Claremont up towards the theme parks, what that looks like, and then over to the beaches. I will leave my contact information below. Simply reach out to me, leave me a message, and I will get back to you and help answer any questions relevant to the topics that interest you in the area. So consider me your real estate ninja, your real estate source for all things Central Florida, especially near the Claremont theme parks and Orlando area. So let's get into a really good topic that actually can be for two different types of people. Let's say you're wanting to relocate to the Central Florida area, maybe look at Claremont, the surrounding areas, but you're not ready to buy, but you're not really interested in the, you know, trying to find a lease or trying to find rentals. And by the way, they're at an all-time high. Well, I've got a program that might just fit the bill for you. If you're not ready to purchase yet, you want to look around the area, but you need to have some stability, you're going to love this. Now, for those of you that actually live in the area and you are tired of the rental game, you're tired of the uncertainty. Are they going to sell the house that I'm renting or the apartment? Are they going to go up? Like I've had people tell me that they've had rent go up like holy cow, like 800. I'm working with a buyer that we just got approved whose landlord wanted to go up $1,000 a month. I spoke to a gentleman in Miami, Florida, right? Now that's not my market, but it's in Florida. And he's an agent and he's leasing a property while they decide what they're going to do to purchase. And the landlord wanted to go from 2,900 a month to 6,500 a month when that lease renewed. Suffice to say, he's not going to be renewing. But guys, there's just crazy stuff going on. So I'm going to share with you a program called Home Partners. I'm going to share my screen in a minute. And basically, what it does is it allows you to use them to go and purchase a home. They then lease it back to you. They give you up to 5 years to purchase, to go and get your own mortgage. And you can buy that home at any time. If you buy it, you can use them to move in and buy it within the first 12 months. You're going to know exactly what they're selling the home to you for. You're going to know everything about the home. And if you decide to purchase that home, we can make that happen. So we can get you in the home, and then I will go ahead and refer you to a couple amazing lenders if you haven't done it. And through that process, you can convert that home from a lease to own to an own. So this works really good if you're out of state and you want to come down, but you don't want to do that whole rat race of trying to find rental. This program absolutely works. And you can pick any home in the MLS, and as long as it's on the MLS and it's on Home Partner's site, you can move forward with it. And guys, I'm going to go over some of the qualifications. It's very easy. You just can't have bankruptcies. You can't have a bad rental history. They're not looking for criminal records, right? It's not as much credit based as it is on your history, which credit is a part of that. But as far as how you've dealt with your rent in the past or your mortgage, if you're selling a home and you're moving down here, they look at that to make sure you're not going to be a flight risk, right? So let's share my screen and share with you how this program works. Now, this is the lease, we call it the lease to own purchase. You apply for approval, answer 6 basic questions on the qualification questionnaire to see if you meet the basic applicant criteria. And here's what it looks like. Verifiable household income of 40,000 plus, no open chapter 7s, no disqualifying criminal history, and a minimum of 45 days from date of full application approval to move in. You answer those questions and then you can move to the next one. Find an eligible home. This is where you will be able to work with a real estate agent. Hopefully, if you like working with me, we'll do this together. And by the way, guys, if you want to see how this works, I will go and do a video tour. Once you get approved, if you're still not down here, I will go preview that home and we can do a video tour, maybe a FaceTime, or I'll record a video and send it to you of any home that you're interested in, right? But once we find that eligible home, we complete the request form and we submit it to them for review. Takes about 1 to 5 days for them to come back and say, we're good to go. Then they buy the home and lease it back to you on the lease to own program, right? And then you have anywhere but Texas, you have up to 5 years to purchase that home. And that, guys, is amazing, right? So again, if you are in that situation where, let's say you're in California, you're in New York, you're up north somewhere, you're in the Midwest, and you're wanting to come to Central Florida for whatever reason, this program is perfect. You don't have to come down here and take a gamble on an unknown market. You don't know the area. You're depending on the agent you're working with to, you know, give you enough education about what it is in terms of how it meets your needs, wants, and wishes. That's all up in, moving to a completely different state. Just it brings up a lot of questions and insecurities, right? Well, this removes all of that. You go ahead and you find a home, guys. And the great thing is, you give them a typical, an average type of deposit. When you move in, you pay your first month's lease payment and you're in. You know, if you're buying a home, you know what that means: 3.5 to 20% down payment, depending on your lender. Even on a 3.5%, you could be looking at, 10, 12, 15, $20,000 out of pocket. And then you've got closing costs that you need. So if you are not wanting to jump in or rush in, this would be perfect. Now, for those of you that are renting currently, you're not quite ready to buy, but you think you will be. This program allows you to remove yourself from that rent market where you're subject to the landlord. They come in and check your home, all of that, the rat race, and put you in a home that you are literally leasing to own. You pay a standard deposit, you pay your first lease payments, and you have up to 5 years to complete the transaction. So in that scenario, what I did, guys, is I pulled up on Home Partners, Claremont, Florida, and I went and found one of the homes right here that's listed for sale with an agent, and it tells you what the monthly rent is. It's $22.40. Now, guys, to show you why this is so important, I went ahead and pulled this home up on the MLS. It's right here. Okay, here's the home right there, right? Just scrolling through, looking at some of these pictures. And this home is listed at $325. And guys, I want to show you something. On our MLS, we have this thing called a rate plug. So let's compare what would happen if you were to purchase this home. Let's say you're moving out of state or you're looking to buy, right? What's going to happen is you are going to have a $325,000 purchase. We figure a 3.5% down. You're looking at $22.54 a month on an FHA, which is the traditional loan vehicle that people are using down here, the majority. Or if you go conventional, it's going to be a little bit less than that, but you're going to have to put down 5% or more, right? And so how does this work? So let's pull this up. I'm going to bring this over so you can see the screen. Let me pull it. So guys, traditionally $325,000 mortgage, you're looking at $21,000 out of pocket with closing costs and down payment. So again, in this scenario, if you don't really know if that's the area you want, but you need some place to come to, and this might be the home that you end up purchasing, right? In this scenario, you're at $21,000 out of pocket. With Home Partners, that same program, you pay a standard deposit. Once you're approved, Home Partners will buy the home. Once that home's purchased and they say it's ready for you, you pay your lease payment and you move in. But guys, at $22.54 on these same numbers on a traditional mortgage, but over here it's $22.40. So we're right in your lease to own payment is just literally hand in hand with what you would be financing monthly. Now, obviously, buying the home is the end result because then you start to build equity. You've got tax benefits. But guys, I wanted to explore the opportunity for you for this program where you literally can move into a home, lease to own it, and it fits so many criteria. Maybe the family that's not quite ready, maybe it's going to take you a year to come up with the down payments and the closing costs. Maybe you're moving from out of state. You've already got the money, but you don't know where you want to light and you need some time to look around. This program is perfect for you. So guys, that is the Home Partners Lease to Own program. And if you are interested in more of a conversation, my contact information will be below. We can do a Zoom. I can walk you through what's available in the area. We can even look at what the lease to own payments are going to be. Maybe compare that to whether it's better for you to just go ahead and bite the bullet and purchase. Whatever you need, look below. get on my calendar and let's talk about what's available to you. These are some great options because today, more than ever, with rent payments going through the roof, this program, in my humble opinion, is a perfect vehicle for, again, out of state families moving down that aren't quite sure, or people that aren't ready to bite the bullet with a mortgage. Maybe you don't have the necessary funds, but you will. This is it. It also solves the whole issue about where are you going to live. When you get the Home Partners Lease to Own purchase product, guys, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have a landlord beating down your door yelling at you, right? So anyway, there you go. Tell me what you think about this. Drop me some comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. And again, as always, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell. Be aware and be informed every time I drop a local video on this channel. I'm going to be popping in videos about once a week, if not a little bit more frequently. And once a month, we're going to do a market update, not only for Claremont, but the Central Florida area. So if this is of interest to you, this might be the channel that you want to follow on your potential journey to moving to Florida. All right, guys, that's it. Kelly, the Real Estate Ninja, I appreciate you and look forward to hearing some of your comments about this program.